All right, guys, we are doing a completely different video today. I'm actually going to tell you a little bit of a story, and the inspiration for this came on my Facebook page, and I had posted a project, and someone said, you know, I'd really love to know how you were able to make this into a full-time career. Like, how are you able to do that and sustain yourself? So I thought, well, I'm doing videos every day in the month of October, so you know, I guess maybe this would be a really good video. So I thought I would actually take a little bit of time and give you the background, give you the story of how thrift diving came to be and how I came to be able to do this full-time. Because, you know, a lot of people, they're not sure, like, where did this girl come from? Why? How's she doing this? What is she doing? And I'm also going to just tell you a little bit about how bloggers make money, because it's this element of surprise when I talk to people and I'm like, oh, I'm a blogger. And they're like, well, you get paid for that? Well, yeah, I do get paid for this. And it's really cool when you're able to take your passion and turn that passion into like a full-time career. So let me start at the very, very beginning of how I even got into blogging. And I'll try to make this like the short, condensed version, because I have a way of rambling and I will just... First of all, I've always loved writing. Like, do you remember those books from like when you were a kid? Remember Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield? Remember the Sweet Valley Twins? So I used to read all of their books. Elizabeth Wakefield, she was the one who loved to write. Remember those black and white composition books? So I was inspired by her and I got some black and white composition books. And middle school, high school, I was still writing. I was still writing all the time about nothing in particular, just boys and boys, 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 boys. So then I got pregnant in 2005 with my first son. So I started a blog, and it was a family blog. You know, it was just for me and my blogger friends and maybe a couple friends, you know, in real life that wanted to keep up with my pregnancy and having a baby. And I just kept blogging from 2006, 2007, 2008. And this whole time that I was blogging, I was a project manager. You hear my kids over in the other room. I was a project manager. I was doing these jobs, these careers that I was not fulfilled. I was not happy with these jobs. You know, I was never like an A+ all-star employee. Like I just didn't have any passion for any of the stuff that I did. I went to school for psychology. I majored in psychology because it was what I was interested in, but I didn't actually do anything with it. I did research and I got stuck in research. I worked at the National Institutes of Health for a little bit of time. To fast forward, 2010, we had a condo. We were going to sell the condo, and it was a beautiful condo, but we needed more space. At that point, we had 2 babies. They were going to be making a lot of noise, and we needed space. We needed good schools too. So guess what house we found? We found this house. And it had wallpaper in every single room. I think there was maybe like one room that didn't have it, but I mean, there's even wallpaper in the walk-in closet. I kid you not. I started researching like different projects that I can do around the house, removing wallpaper and trying to do some of the things ourselves. We had spent so much money getting the house that we didn't have any money left over to decorate. So when you're moving from a 2-bedroom condo into a 4-bedroom house, you have echoes because there's like no furniture to absorb the sound. It was horrible. There's a blogger, her name is Brittany from prettyhandygirl.com. You may have heard of her. She's pretty big and popular. And I discovered her blog and I said, wait a minute, people are blogging about their homes? What? Oh, well, I'm going to blog about my home. So the very first blog that I started, it was called From House to Home. And the URL didn't even match. It was like rehab2fab.blogspot.com. It didn't even match. Like the URL didn't even match the blog. It was crazy. So that's how I decided that I was going to start just documenting what we're doing in the house. There was no drive to make a career out of it. I didn't even know you could have a career doing projects in your house. Fast forward to 2012, I'm still blogging, I'm still going to the thrift store. And that's another thing. We didn't have any furniture in our house. So I started going to the thrift store, finding all of this stuff, this old good stuff, and started teaching myself how to blog about projects. And I started painting more furniture. That's how my blog just sort of evolved. Well, it wasn't until 2012 and people were talking about how to make money with your blog, and I'm like, wait a minute, you can make money with your blog? Are you kidding me? All the stuff that I'd been doing for free, like all these years before that, I could have been making money doing that? Yeah, that's when I found out, 2012. And it was that moment when I found out I could earn money from blogging. Guys, my whole world changed. Seriously. I had this, it was like I had blinders on. I was like this, like super laser focused. I'm going to grow my blog. I'm going to make money with my blog because this is what I'm passionate about and this is what I love to do. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist and a writer. And I am a DIY blogger now. So, it's been there in me. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking about this. It has been there inside of me from when I was just a little kid to be able to create and to write about it. I started learning everything about blogging. I went to my first blogging conference in 2013. It's called the Haven Conference. It's in Atlanta. It's held every single year. When I went to Haven, it was a great experience. Like there were brands there, and I'm going to tell you in just a moment about how bloggers work with brands in order to make money. But, it was kind of a life-changing event. And that's when I first met Ryobi Power Tools. And soon after, I started working with them a little bit. But fast forwarded from 2012, when I first heard that you can make money with your blog, to 2015. So 2015, January 8th, 2015, I got fired from my job. Fired, yes, F. How do you do an F in sign language? Is this F? No. F? Oh my gosh, let's see. E, F. I can't remember how to do F. I used to know the whole alphabet. Anyway, I got fired from my job. My supervisor and I mean, we were like this, just head to head, and no matter what I did everything wrong in her eyes. About a year and a half after I got fired, she had to leave too because everybody was complaining about her. So it wasn't just me. January 8th, 2015, I had lost my job. And it's funny that it happened at that time because just that year, I made the resolution. I said, you know what? August 2015, I'm going to go full-time. I'm going to blog full-time. Well, I didn't really plan to lose my job 8 months early. So I had about $1,000 in the bank, and I'm like, all right, I think I can do this. My husband's like, no, you cannot. No, you need to get out there and get a job. You need to go work. Let me do this for 3 months. I think I can do this. He agreed, but he begrudgingly agreed. When I came home from losing my job, I jumped up and down. I was excited. I was like, yes, this is my opportunity. I'm going to do this blogging thing and let's just do it for 3 months. Let's just see. And it actually worked out. So that long story, and I'm sorry, I meant to make it short, but I'm kind of verbose when it comes to talking about this. To get into how I'm able to do this, like how am I able to blog full time, right? So here's the thing about blogging. If you are a good blogger, and when I say good blogger, what I mean is someone who is authentic, someone who's down to earth, someone who provides value for people. Brands see that. Brands see that. People see that. When you read my content, you pretty much know that I'm kind of giving it to you straightforward, right? I'm giving it to you raw. I'm not putting any filters over it. And so brands were attracted to that. So I started teaming up with Ryobi Power Tools, and I've teamed up with other companies. So here's how it works. So when a blogger has a blog or a YouTube channel, okay, sometimes a blogger and a YouTuber they have both, right? Me, I have both. There's a lot of DIY bloggers who only do blog. They don't do very much video. And then you have some YouTubers who that's all they do is YouTube. They don't really have a blog or a site. For me, I have both, and it kind of works well for me that way. There are brands that will come to me and say, hey, Serena, we've got this great product. Would you like to use it in your post? When you're first starting out with blogging, a lot of times they will offer you just free product. Hey, do you want this free pillow to blog about a pillow on your blog? And I'm like, okay, I'll take free stuff. Sure, just send it to me. And that's how I started my blog, is just accepting free stuff that I liked, and then maybe I would blog about it. But the really cool thing is that, a lot of the times the products that I've accepted are products that I really, really like, and I've built this relationship with these companies so that it's not just, yeah, just send me free stuff. Yeah, I just want to get free stuff. It's, no, I really do like this power tool. I really do like this paint. So over time, you build up this relationship with this brand, and you are promoting their product or services on your page. So for example, one of the companies that I work with is Ryobi Power Tools. I partner with them. So I've got a contract, which means I am exclusive to Ryobi Power Tools. So on my blog, you're not going to see me using any other brand of power tools unless it was maybe an older post, but for the most part, current stuff, you're not going to see any other tools. And The reason that I signed a contract with them is because I really like their tools. They're affordable, and I'm not trying to sell you on Ryobi right now. I'm just trying to explain to you that the brand works with who I'm about. So that's something that, we bloggers, we have to be very careful of is, we can't promote everything. I can't promote like, a $5,000 sofa because that's just not me. Like I wouldn't buy a $5,000 sofa. So why would I even accept a free sofa? So, there's a very fine line with bloggers when you are working with brands and you're getting paid, or you're getting, I call it free product. It's really not free because you're providing a service for them, right? You're promoting it. You're advertising something for them. So it's not free at all. There's usually a cost associated with that. When you have a company that you really love their product, you don't mind promoting it. And when you're doing this professionally, you have to get paid, right? So Ryobi, I've got a contract with them and I've got a partnership where they pay me every month. So I'm promoting them when I'm doing projects for Ryobi Nation. That's part of my contract. When I'm doing just regular projects in my garage, I'm using Ryobi power tools because that's just what I do. And there's some other partnerships that I've developed. I've worked with Beyond Paint. So, a lot of the painting videos that you've been seeing me do over the last year have been with Beyond Paint because I really like their product and they do pay me per video. Those are long-term relationships. So bloggers can have long-term relationships with brands. So they will pay them, maybe they'll pay them monthly, they'll pay them per project. It just depends. Sometimes it can be a one-off. So, you might see me do a post on, I don't know, ceiling fan. Maybe I'll do a ceiling fan post. Maybe a company reaches out and said, hey, we have this great ceiling fan. And I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. I need to replace my ceiling fan anyway. Sure, why not? I'll use it. What is really great is when you are using those tools that you would use in your normal everyday projects, but you're getting paid by brands to do it. So that's always cool. Now, one thing that makes me a little different is that I do videos. I pretty much film everything. So I do have a video presence on my blog, on YouTube, a little bit on Facebook, and brands are attracted to that. So I think that kind of gives me, an upper edge. That's one of the ways that bloggers can make money with their blog is by promoting products and services that they really like. Like I said, there's a fine line. You have to be very careful because, one time I had a brand reach out to me. I had someone reach out and said, hey, we have this really cool tool that we think would be great for your audience. And I looked at the video and I thought, wow, that's kind of cool. I'd love to use it and try it. But all they wanted was for me to post it on my Facebook. Just post it, just recommend it on your Facebook. I'm like, I can't recommend something I've never tried before. You got to at least send it to me. So if I like it, I'd, want to promote it. Anyway, we have opportunities that come in our inbox like that all the time. So, there gets to be a point where you have to pick and choose what you're going to do and who you're going to work with because, you could work with the wrong company and that's just not a good idea. Another way we make money is through affiliate sales. Our readers, they want to support us, but sometimes they're not sure how. Like I don't have a product. There's nothing that I actually sell. I'm not selling ebooks, which some bloggers do. I'm not selling a course. I'm not selling videos. I'm not doing any of that stuff yet because I just don't have time to produce it. One thing that bloggers do is we use affiliate links. So one of the biggest affiliate links that the affiliate programs that we could join is Amazon. So a lot of times when you click on an Amazon link for a blogger, it's going to it's tracking it. It's basically giving them commission. So let's say I say, that sounds funny. Let's say I recommend this shirt, right? Let's say this is a nice painting shirt and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like this painting shirt. Here's my Amazon link, go buy this. So if you click on that Amazon link and you buy this, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's the same price whether you go through my link, whether you go directly to Amazon. But when you use my link or when you use a blogger's link, they get a small percentage of that. So let's say this shirt was $10. We might get 60 cents for every shirt that someone purchases. Well, maybe you don't buy the shirt. Maybe you buy a paintbrush that's, $20 or something. We would get a commission off of the paintbrush. So you don't necessarily have to buy the thing that we are promoting. You could buy anything, but because we sent you there, we're earning a commission. So I don't make a lot of money off of Amazon. I want to say, usually it's about $100 to $150 a month. But another way that bloggers makes money, and this is big, we have advertising on our site. So those and I'm going to call them annoying, although they do pay money, but some sites are just out of control. So you know how there are some blogs that have advertisements, right? Sometimes they're pop-ups, which those are super annoying. Nobody should ever have pop-ups. If I have pop-ups, please tell me. And those pop-ups, you know, can drive people away, so we like to stay away from that. But there are advertisements. So when you're scanning our site on your mobile device, when you're on your desktop, we're getting advertisement. Every time people view those advertisements, every 1,000 times that ad gets shown, we earn a certain amount of money. Maybe it's like $18, or it just really depends on the company that you're working with to serve those ads. Sometimes my ad revenue, lately it's been really, really good. It can be $2,000, it can be $2,500 a month, but that's just from people coming to my blog and viewing the advertisements. And you know, you don't have to click on them, just viewing them, you know, that's enough to help a blogger earn money. That's a fine line, because, you know, you don't want to like totally spam your site with advertisement, because then that turns people away. If there's too many ads, or if it's like covering half the page and all of that. So those are 3 top ways that bloggers earn money: through working with brands, through affiliate sales, and through advertisements. So for me, those are the 3 ways that I make money, but I also make money in other ways too. So I do painting classes sometimes. And in fact, I did a really cool painting class. I teamed up with a local thrift store, and we did a really cool painting class. We used some of the Beyond paint. They were so nice to sponsor the paint. But the thrift store paid me to come in for, you know, it was about 5-6 hours of my time, 7 if you include cleanup, 7 hours of my time. And, you know, it was really fun just to inspire people to come in and just be creative and stuff. So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because people are always wondering, like, how do you make money blogging? What do you do? You know, this is a business for us. When we're blogging full time, like we are genuine in that we're working on these projects and we're excited about them, but we are making money with them too. And, you know, I think it's a really great thing when you are able to do what you're passionate about, but you're able to make money with it too. You know, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So I'm just really thankful that everything has worked out. But, you know, what's really important to me is, you know, the core message of thrift diving is, you know, inspiring people to improve, maintain, and decorate their home on a budget without spending a lot of money. And it all stems from that, you know, that naive young little girl who bought this house and thought, yeah, we can buy a big house. We can decorate it. No, it was a lot of work. And even now it's still a lot of work. And I have so many projects to do around the house that I never feel like I really get anything done. So that's why I'm really thankful for this blog, because it holds me accountable for all the things that, you know, otherwise I probably wouldn't get done. But the biggest thing for me with this blog is it's flexing your creative muscle, right? It's when you're coming home at the end of the day and you want to create something, you want to like make your home look pretty, or you want to build something or paint something. It's about putting all that stuff aside and having that, and I'm getting cold chills again. I'm getting goosebumps again, because that's how I feel about it. It is about, you know, that pride of creating something that just makes you feel so excited, and just makes, you know, like at the end of the day, when you have like done all the stuff that you have to do, right? Like work and chores and all that, you know, you've got time for you to work on this project, or in the weekend, you got time to create and paint. So for me, that's so important. I love to create, and I love inspiring people to create. So the fact that you guys check in, you know, when I post new videos and you're all excited about what I do, that makes me excited, because then it's inspiring you to go and do your own projects. So, you know, the fact that I get paid and brands support and promote what I do, you know, promote this relationship that you and I have, is awesome. So I just want to thank you guys so much for even watching. This is a long video, and I don't really know if there's anybody who's going to still be watching after this long video. I said it was going to be short, but when I get started talking about this stuff, I can go on forever. But yeah, but I just want to thank you guys for all the support, you know, watching my videos. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't talk about earning money on YouTube. I'll talk to you about that in just a second. But again, I want to just thank you guys for watching my videos, for going to my blog, for, you know, leaving comments, not just looking at it and then, you know, going away. You guys are actually like interacting with me, and that's what I find to be like the best. I mean, you know, if I didn't have that, if I didn't have readers who were actually interacting with me, I think this would be like a super boring job. But when I get those emails from people who say, you know, I'm new to DIY, or I didn't know where to start, or, sometimes I get discouraged and I don't know if I'm going to continue working on this project, and then I see you having problems and you finished it and you worked through it. I'm going to do that too. Like, that is the biggest compliment. If anybody emails me or posts something on my Facebook or leaves a comment on my video and just tells me that what I'm doing matters, makes me so happy. I've had a YouTube channel. It's actually been, today, October 7th. I think I actually uploaded my first video on YouTube October 7th. I'm gonna check, October 7th, 2012. And I was painting my fireplace. I just decided, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna paint my fireplace. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and do some videos with what I'm doing. How I make money on YouTube, sometimes brands will actually pay me to do videos on YouTube. The other way is advertisement. So when you see those little annoying ads, we all hate them, I know. But when you see those little ads on YouTube and you click that button to skip, we still get a little bit of commission. We get a little bit of ad revenue from that. So, the more videos that you have, the more people that are watching them and discovering them, the more money that you can make. And so lately my YouTube channel has been doing really, really good. And right now I think I'm about up to, I want to say maybe $800 a month on YouTube. But at the beginning of the year, like January 2017, it was probably about $250, and every single month it just keeps going up. So I don't really know what I'm doing right. There's no methodology to it. It's just post something cool that I like to do, and it's all been working well for me. So, how I judge my success is if I can pay my mortgage and put food on the table and have a little bit left over to buy supplies, I'm good. I can stop right there. So I know that this is a long video, but I just really wanted to share with you how I make money on the internet, how bloggers make money. And there's a lot of other ways too. Like if you're selling membership courses, if you're selling ebooks. I don't do all that stuff, not yet, because it takes a lot of time to set that up. And for now, this has been working for me. So if you have any questions at all about how I make money, how bloggers make money, leave a question below, because I will definitely hit you back and explain it in more detail. If you are not a subscriber on my blog via email, because when I do posts and videos, I will actually email it to you so you don't miss it. Go back to thriftdiving.com. You'll see a little box there to enter your name and email, and I will send you 5 free ebooks and checklists and printables. These are things that will help you get started with DIY. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you.